is called smartphone because you do multiple different things at the same time. And then if you look at social media, so how many of you have written a letter to your parents in the last 5 years? Because the communication, right? It becomes so digital, and you have social, you have mobile, you have analytics, and you have cloud. And if you look at it, the SMAC is a framework. Have you heard about it? SMAC. And today, if you look at the IoT, the AI, the ML, and if you look at the digital twin, have you heard about digital twin? No? So all these words jargon that I use, right? Please stay updated with those. It's relevant. So the world outside us is going to measure you on these lines. So you should know the fundamentals or maybe the differences between AI, ML, IoT, and all those things. The world is evolving. All the old school of learning, right? That has to be kept apart, and you should evolve yourself and assimilate new things. Getting me? Learn new things and then stay up to date. Okay, what should be the analytics mindset? A mindset is all about it's a process or a framework which is empirically derived and experientially learned. And that process, right? That process is something that you take it and you carry that as a frame of reference. So the next time when you deal with the same similar context, you have a framework to refer and you are not confused there. What is the state of mind where it is confused? You have lack of clarity. That means you have multiple different thoughts, multiple different assumptions, all the things flashing in your mind, right? But when you have a very clear frame of reference, right, then to deal with innovation, to deal with analytics, to deal with customer engagement, to deal with what you call employee engagement, to deal with risk management, correct? And the lot of different context operations and the lot of different contexts that the business is going to invite you to deal with. And maybe if I am a panel, interview panel, if I evaluate any of you, what would I be evaluating now? If you're clear about that, you will all load your guns accordingly by the time when it comes to a real world scenario. Yes or no? Yes. So now, what is the frame of reference that I was referring to? It is a reusable framework. There, it contains certain set of processes. It contains certain set of checklists extracted from the real world. When you use a theory or a concept in the real world scenario, and you have some wisdom coming out of it. Wisdom means insights. Correct? The knowledge when you apply, you get some additional delta learning. That learning resides on your heart, not on your brain. Something that resides on your heart is your wisdom. Correct? That wisdom is translated into what? A set of process that you can follow in the next time. So process a checklist. And then what is this process and checklist? How it's going to help you? There are certain set of processes and checklists that gives you a sense of completeness. So that sense of completeness means you're clear about what needs to be done. And you're confident about following the checklist and that framework. So everything that you learn, you learn consumer behavior. You learn the subject here. You learn strategic management, correct? And you learn financial derivatives, correct? So you learn a lot of subject as part of your curriculum. Every subject, you don't have to carry the entire stuff in your brain, but rather you translate your learning into a reusable framework. That you should never give up. That reusable framework is something that you're going to use in the real world. You following me? And again, unfortunately, certain guidelines that we follow in the industry today, where you are going to be measured on the numbers that you score in your academics. The frame of reference that can be synonymously called as your mindset. So tomorrow, when somebody talks about what is your mindset, what mindset that you achieved out of your academics, it means what? Every learning you extract a framework out of it, a frame of reference out of it, and then carry that. And each frame of reference is an independent mindset in you. And if you carry a host of mindset, that means your gun is loaded, you're ready to shoot. Correct? When you look at the IIMs and your IITs and all, when you do the intake of students, they are all the sanctuaries of brilliant minds. But when they come out, the mindset is built. So mind to mindset, that transformation is something that you all are going to do as part of your academics, your curriculum here.